Be a good girl, Jets. Oven's off. Love you. Want me to do anything else? Alright, you guys, if you haven't noticed already, we're on board Kite with Mike here and Katie, and Hartley's over there in the back. We're doing a race today. We're racing around Stocking Island, and it's part of what? The Georgetown Regatta?
Georgetown Cruising Regatta.
We got a little tuned up yesterday, as in warmed up. We did the inshore race or whatever. It was like a shorter course, 2 laps, kind of got familiar with the boat, familiar with our jobs on the boat and everything. And today we're going about 20 miles around the island. So we're gonna go out into the ocean and then back. I don't know what order we're gonna do things in, but a little bit longer race. So if you guys have been watching, you guys have seen Kite in some of our other videos. Kite's the boat, and we've been cruising on and off with them for a bit. And it's a pretty cool boat because it's super fast. It's the same designer as our old Catamaran Adrenaline. It's a Lock Crowther design, and this is called a Design 150. And what year is it, Mike?
Built in 1991 in New Zealand.
Built in 1991 in New Zealand. What, like 2 years restoring her?
Yeah, still restoring her.
Still restoring her.
It never ends.
So Mike did a pretty good job restoring the boat and then sailing it hard up and down the East Coast and through the Bahamas. Always cool to see. I follow Mike on Instagram and everything. It's cool to see how fast this boat is. Hopefully we do pretty good. I think we have some other older boats that are some competition today. A Conser 47 and a Shuttleworth Catamaran. How fast do you think we'll get going today? Top speed.
I'm sure we'll probably be in the mid-teens, I would think. I think the wind forecast is like 10 to 15, so probably be doing close to wind speed at some point.
Nice. So if you guys have been following our channel for a long time, you might have seen the video where we went and visited Mike up in Philadelphia in his like old greenhouse thing that he had set up over the boat while he was restoring it, and it was in complete work mode, and we'll link to that so you can check it out what it was then. Yeah, so you can see it then and then see it now while we're racing today. So let me just give you guys a quick little walkthrough of this boat, and I'll talk about some of the things that make it so fast. First off, it's pretty light. Mike keeps it pretty light, even though they're cruising on it full time right now. It's got really narrow holes at the waterline. Long waterline length, it's like 45 foot. I don't know what the waterline length is, but you know, a little bit longer boat and narrow hull beams for that length. It's got a monster bowsprit out here so he can fly bigger head sails like the asymmetric spinnaker or the Code Zero that we just rigged up. It's got a rotating mast. So it's like this mast is like a foil section and it becomes the leading edge of the mainsail, which makes it all very, very efficient. And we can manually rotate the mast into the wind to trim it perfectly for the wind angle. Then it's just a nice clean wind flow onto the mainsail, and that's just makes things really efficient. So we had that on the Corsair 880 Trimaran. You could really see the difference just in the telltales on the front of the mainsail. There's no disruption of wind flow, which is pretty cool. Mike's got dagger boards on this boat to help with upwind performance. Synthetic rigging, which is lighter. Did it come with synthetic rigging, or it did have wire even though it was rotating?
No, it was stainless.
It was stainless,
yeah.
So he upgraded to synthetic rigging. All right, so I guess we're gonna get the mainsail raised now?
Yeah, let's, why don't you put a couple more cranks on that downhaul on the screecher?
So we're going clockwise around Stocking Island right here. That means we're gonna be going downwind in the flat water here, but upwind in the ocean. And we're just getting warmed up, getting up to the start line. It's gonna be a rolling start.
That was the first class is leaving now.
Okay.
9:35.
So the slowest boats are starting right now, and we're the fastest class, so we're gonna leave last. We're gonna leave like maybe 30 minutes behind the slowest boats, and that's kind of cool because you catch all the other boats along the way. So hopefully we can catch every other boat on the course along the race. Pretty neat because you get to see all the boats along the way, and yeah, pretty breezy out. It's 15 knots of breeze. Anything else, Mike?
No, we're just biding our time, waiting for our start probably in about 20 minutes or so, half hour.
So here's the cockpit area on Mike's boat. Here's all the controls back here, most of the controls. You got like jib sheet, rotating mast controls here, traveler, and then main sheet here. So it looks like there's a few more catamarans than there were yesterday. That being one of them, that looks like pretty quick modified Fontaine Pajot. I'm gonna tack here. All right, we have about 10 minutes to the start, and we're just hanging out upwind of the start. So it's gonna be a downwind start, and we're gonna unfurl the code 0 if we fly through the start. You excited?
I still think we should have worn costumes. I didn't see anybody dressed up though. What were the other categories? Biggest fish, best dressed.
So it looks like these monohulls are probably the green class, and then I'm assuming we go after that.
Huh, all right.
I think. And it looks like it's just us in the concert.
Yeah.
These apparently
This mast rotation, you see look how rotated the mast is. It's directly facing the sideways on the boat. But that's where the breeze is coming from, that parent breeze. So we passed our main competition, I think right back there. We're going pretty good downwind. The true wind is like 130 degrees. The apparent wind's like 80 degrees. We're doing like 9 knots plus in like 13 knots of wind going that deep. So that's pretty dang good. And we're gonna make our angle. We're going out this cut way over here where all these other sailboats are going out. I don't think there's a mark or anything. I think at that point we can just start rounding up and start tacking up wind on that side, the ocean side of Stocking Island. And then once we get all the way to the south side of Stocking Island, then we'll turn in another cut, and then we'll make our way back downwind, think to the same start line where we started from. So it should be about 20 miles total.
We're going to go up in a second, some straining massive lead position for us to go up.
You have like more space in your back.
Yep.
We're racing, guys.
All right, we rounded the leeward mark.
We passed a lot of boats.
We got the code 0 furled in, we got the jib up, and now we're sailing to windward and the rough part. Woo! Yeah, we've passed a bunch of monohulls, and I guess that was really, did we pass any other cats in the race? Maybe that guy, maybe like a cruising cat back there. I'm not sure if he's in it or not. Woo, and now we're just gonna tack up to windward. We got the dagger boards down. How are we doing, Mike?
I think we're doing all right. It's a little bumpy coming out the cut here, but hopefully it'll smooth out a little bit here in a couple minutes once we get away from the pass.
9 knots and 14 knots of wind, kind of what, close hauled or close reaching?
Yeah, apparent wind is set at 36, 37.
Pretty good.
We'll probably continue this for about a half a mile or so and then make a tack and come up along the island. Might make it in one tack, but may potentially be a couple.
How you feel over there?
What?
That was exciting, huh?
Eating or going fast.
We just threw an attack and we're headed kind of along the shore, but we're probably gonna have to put in another tack, 2 more tacks out and then back to make the next cut.
Is that the lead boat maybe? Right up there? I think we're in about 4th or 5th, but we're about to be in 3rd.
Nice.
Oh, these are the people that started? Wow.
Yeah.
Catching up one by one.
So I only see that boat in front of us, and then there's one like maybe a few miles ahead of us.
All right, we just rounded the leeward mark or windward mark. We just rounded the windward mark and we're headed back downwind on the inside of Stocking Island. We got pretty much every single boat back here still working upwind. You think there's anyone in front of us, Mike?
Yeah, I think we're in the lead.
Yeah, I think we caught everyone. Code 0's unfurled and we're cruising downwind.
About 12 and 15.
12 knots of boat speed and 15 knots of wind. 12 and a half knots. Ooh, there's a hum. I like that.
Speed hum.
So you guys have done 3 races and you've won all 3 races.
So far, so good.
Woo!
Might as well just quit now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not racing. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming. Great to have you guys. It would have been super hard to do without you guys. So.
And we
So
might
glad.
not have won either. If it
Definitely wouldn't have won if you guys didn't come. I know that for sure.
wasn't. Thanks, Mike. That was fun.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, yeah, we'll probably see you guys later.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to support more, you can check out our website at toolasandthesummer.com for a variety of t-shirts, sun shirts, lifeguard hats, original fish prints, and more. Every purchase helps keep the boat afloat and new adventures on the horizon. See you next week.